question a psychopath.
Y otros en Mi Mejor Amigo.
Hey everyone! Welcome to Sunday Confessional. Sunday Confessional is where we talk about our sins and our wins on a road to a more sustainable and mindful lifestyle.
Sins always come first.
Yeah, sure. Okay, my sin is that this is gonna seem extreme to maybe a lot of people because this whole, being a conscious consumer thing, I think, is new to a lot of folks. So, bear with me.
Especially in America.
And it's something that I would never have thought about had I not lived with this wonderful woman. I bought a pair of pants at a retail store. Whereas I normally would have even tried a thrift store beforehand. This time I didn't even. I went in because things are pretty. I went to the sales section. And I bought them, even though the whole time I'm trying them on. I'm in the, fitting room, and I'm like, you don't really know about their,
policies and systems.
If they're unethical in their practices, or, they treat their employees like shit, or, I don't know. What I'm getting at is that I know it's extreme, to think about every time you're buying something, all of these things, and, companies that own other companies, and the first company is shitty, so you shouldn't buy from their, sister store or whatever. Yeah. Because everyone has their own fight to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's really more, big picture, thinks about the sustainability of it, which is, for our future humans, for our kids and everything. And I think about, the individual person, I guess, more, maybe. But everyone has their
Everyone
fight.
I know is really actually strongly, eco in one way or another, I've realized.
Yeah. So that was my sin. Lengthy one. The sin, let's be specific, is not that I really bought the pants, because honestly, buying pants for me is hard. The fact that I bought jeans at all, and they're high-waisted dark jeans, and they're awesome. And the fact is that I knew that I knew what I was doing. I knew that your dollar is your vote. And it's just useful to at least one point in every day that you're out and about, just think about it a little bit, think about what it is that you're purchasing. That's all we ask.
My sin. What was it, our second Sunday confessional? My sin was quitting smoking, or I was smoking and I decided to quit, and I went a solid 6 or 7 weeks, and then I got real stressed out, and I bummed a cigarette off somebody, and it was just like what we talked about last week, where it was like, well, I broke my streak, screw it.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss of death.
Right.
Let's have it. You know what? I'm already there. Organic American spirits. Thank you, please. At least they're organic.
It's fine.
I have to confess, because
That's what we're here to do. Yeah.
so now I'm kind of especially since I instead of just letting myself have one and chastising, and then I'm going to get back on my train, and I just kept doing it. That's my sin. Enough about that. Wins. Win time.
My win is, it's one of those things, when you get on your phone to do everything nowadays, and I have all the apps, I have all the social media apps, and my Facebook one has the red badge that pops up, and so I'd get on there for something else important, or, whatever important, and click on that immediately, go right to it,
We call that phone acne, when your screen's got all the red dots.
That's really cute.
You ever heard that yet?
No. Facebook was what I was kind of getting at. That was my, main sort of, app vice. And so I just deleted it. I deleted the app off there. And then I have to, go on my little Safari, my internet, and, type it in, log in if I have to. Because, it is useful for certain things. I'm part of certain groups that I need to communicate to people that I don't have numbers for. We're not, super close, but we need to get in touch. And so it's good for some things, but to not have it there on my screen now, I just have the apps that are most useful to me. And even, my social media apps, my, Snapchat and Instagram, are on my next page. I guess to go flip over the next thing. So, I don't know. I'm trying to practice a little non-attachment to that kind of stuff because it's not useful to me, and it's just like making me either really mad or distracting me. So that's not really helpful. So, you know, on a week's work.
1 week at a time. My win this week, we are going hopefully to be wholesaling out of Canada soon. What? Through a group called Noble Crowd. It's a startup that is trying to make it easier for people to get more involved in sustainable companies. A lot of more sustainable companies are really small like us because the system is what it is, and like people need their jobs and people need to keep things running for the world to run. And so, like, part of the reason this has taken so long, it's not like this is a new concept. People have been trying to, like, say, like, hey, we have a problem for 50 years. So, Noble Crowd is basically like a Kickstarter for the smaller companies that are trying to do stuff. So, they're trying to make it cheaper because the more we sell, the cheaper we can make things. So, they're trying to help companies out by being a place where people can go, and if a lot of people are buying stuff, they can buy it cheaper. And so the whole thing is good for everybody.
That's awesome.
It's a really cool thing. I also ran into the owner of a company called 13 Bricks, which is here in Savannah, and they have options for organic t-shirts. So look out for that soon, because I was thinking we could have people vote on a style of t-shirt for Ginger+Olive t-shirts. If you want to buy one, we can get them made in bamboo or organic cotton and
whatever, no big deal.
Printed locally, and win-win-win, because that's what we do here. And yeah, so that was a good win.
So
is this more or less loaded than last week?
We're just gonna get progressively more loaded with this, but that's the nature of the beast in this one right here.
And the more informational videos we start to put out, which I hope, as we all get breaks come New Year, that'll really start to kick in for us at least. Start thinking about the Ginger+Olive cleanse between New Year. We're all going to have our resolutions at that point, hopefully. So it's way better than trying to do that between Thanksgiving and Christmas like we did last year. Here we are. This is what we do.
This is what can you do? We're trying. Everyone fights the fight. Some fight. Whatever.
Make it a good fight.
Make it a classy fight.
Let's talk about stuff.
Yes.
And not just, like, to me when you run into me or if we talk or whatever, because I love how much feedback I get from people that I didn't even know were watching this because they're not subscribing and liking and commenting like I wish they would.
Get on
Join
board.
the team! There's cool stuff happening. There really is. There's a lot of cool stuff happening all the time.
Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Don't be afraid to write stuff.
Look at these faces.
So pretty.
Thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Why am I so red? Ginger problems, am I right?